Anthony, the insider, on the line. And Anthony, what's up, man? The game just ended. You was at the game, right?
Yeah, I was right on the sideline.
Right on the sideline. So you was right on the sideline. I was watching it on the TV. So we got two different perspectives. Let's go. Initial reactions. Miami defeats Central Michigan, 17-12. What's your reaction?
Um, highly, highly, highly disappointed.
Hmm.
Not a good taste. Not a good feeling. Um, Underachieve. I think we have a problem with playing down to our opponents for some reason. That's how I feel.
But I thought so. Let's start right off. Let's start right with that, man. We supposed to be the new Miami, and I thought one of
Man,
the whole things about us being the new Miami is we dominate these type of teams.
yep. And that's exactly the case. I thought coming off of last week, there is only room to go up, and it looked like we had a nice situation on the O line with Jakai Clark at guard and Scaife on the bookend at tackle at right tackle and Zion and Donaldson on the other side. But for some reason there was some today there was some more mixing and matching, and we just got exposed. That O line, there's no reason Central Michigan should be having our O line looking like that. That's just
Thank you.
horrible, horrible.
You know, I call a spade, man. When we played Florida, I said, hey, they got all Americans on that team. They got guys that's gonna be
Hey,
in the league.
yeah,
We got whipped by guys who I watch a lot of football, man, and I even watch these guys play teams like Albany, like
yep,
Akron, and these guys weren't jumping off the screen like they were against our offensive line.
right, exactly. I agree. And there was a couple times, literally, I'm on the sideline. I'm like, show some type of fire. I'm waiting on Jaron to show some type of leadership. Um, show some visual leadership. I need to see you get in some guys' faces. I need to see you, show some fire. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not happy with that because it feels like he's just one of those. It feeling is coming off like I expected. He's a robotic guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
he's going to give you basically whatever basically whatever the playbook prescribes. He's gonna be safe game manager, not leader of franchise, leader of program. He's just gonna be that guy, and I'm not a fan of seeing DJ Dallas and Brevin Jordan be the only vocal leaders on the offense. If you're gonna be the man, if you beat out two studs at quarterback, show me some of that swag. I want to see some of that because it matters. It really does. You know what I'm saying? Guys respond. Sometimes it may take you to get in their face outside of the coaches or the
Right,
fans.
right.
So in my mind, I was like, hey, go on the sideline, have a fight, go in the halftime. Clear some space out. The old you used to do it. You gotta figure things out, but at the same time, you gotta let guys know, hey, let's go, tighten up. So but at the same time, I don't think the coaching helped. But at the same time, Jaron once again left touchdowns on the field today. He left. I feel so bad for Jeff Thomas because people are getting on Jeff Thomas saying he's not the guy we thought he was. He's not engaged. He's not. Jeff Thomas is being fully exerted in the offensive special teams to the teeth. He's blocking downfield. He's doing everything they ask him. He's running his routes, getting open. When he's open, he's not getting hit. When he's contested, he's getting. That's when he gets the pass. Yeah, you got to send him on a
Yeah, I
on
mean,
a on an end around. You get him in the flats, but when he gets open in the third level, nobody. Jaron, it's almost like he waits just for the check down to open up instead of taking that risk. And that's going to be a problem when we play teams that um that got film on Jaren and know what to do. They're going to send the guy at him, get him rolling, and he cannot throw on the run, in my opinion. I don't like him rolling to his. Hold on, let me see. It was rolling to his right. He can't. He's not as accurate, and that's why they kept blitzing from the left side, from his left.
My only thing with Jaren is whether it's the arm strength, whether it's just his inability to get the ball down there. It seems that when we throw the ball deep, like this instance, Jeff Thomas in the end zone, Jeff Thomas has the guy beat. The ball hangs in the air. The defender's able to come back and make a play on it. That has been a reoccurring thing, and I don't want people to think that we're bashing Jaren, but everybody can improve, and that's one thing that when we don't connect on that pass, and then the next couple plays are bad, we didn't get points out of that drive. We ended up turning the ball over on downs.
Yeah, and this is the third straight game we actually had a situation where we had guys open downfield, and it's all the old saying, throws the receiver open. He actually throws the open receiver covered, and that's sad because these guys are working really hard. They're working. Jeff is facing bracket coverage. He's facing all type of crazy stuff, and he's busting his butt. And he's got to get those deep touches. That's what he's there for. And so I understand the Matrix says, take care of the ball, less turnovers, you stay in games. But at the same time, the difference between Jaren and other quarterbacks, other rookie quarterbacks, I won't name them all, but there's some that's taking over right now. We got Auburn, we got North Carolina. Those quarterbacks, they're not afraid. They have a type of moxie about them.
Well, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Let's put it this way though. Mm-hmm. I think one, this offense isn't built to stretch the field. It's built to throw the short to intermediate pass. So I don't know if that's on Jaren. That I think he's doing what Enos is telling him to do. Secondly,
he's afraid to he's not. What is it? He's afraid to fail. So he's afraid to get that pick. I'm gonna tell you what I think.
Well, I don't think he's afraid. Hold on a minute, because I don't think he's afraid, but I think Enos is saying, here's progression 1, here's progression 2, and I feel like a lot of our progressions aren't taking deep shots.
Well, I'm not talking about go deep all game, but I don't believe those routes are being run just for nothing. I don't believe that those post corners, those drags, Jeff Thomas wide open today in the West End zone, and he checks down he waits and checks down instead of Jeff was open for a good 4 seconds, and everybody was like, oh, and then he checks down to Mallory in towards the red zone, and it's almost as if he's waiting for the check down to open up versus reading from far to intermediate to near. It's almost as if he's looking at far, and instead of him keeping his head there, he's waiting for that guy to pop open, which was Mallory today, and he hit him, dragging across the field, which was an easier throw. Of course it was. The more high percentage throw. I'm okay with that because it was positive. But at the same time, sometimes you got to test the defense. You got to not let a defense get cocky and comfortable. And that's the Chippewas of Central Michigan are getting cocky and comfortable with Miami's offense. And they're flying guys around, and they're feeling they can pin their ears back on us. And they're disrespecting our offense like that. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, basically, and I agree with that. Look, defenses, they're not afraid of us going deep. That's why we see a lot of man-to-man coverage so far.
And I think every once in a while, test it out. North Carolina did it to us when we played, man. Hey, we gonna take a couple shots. What happened? Double move on Bandy, boom, 1-on-1 up the sideline. Same time on the other side. What was that? Was that Blaze? No, that was Ivy. Boom.
Ivy.
You know what I'm saying? They tested us, and we supposed to be playing man. Of course, cool, but sometimes you got to take those shots to keep those guys honest, keep those safeties honest. That'll open up everything for your tight ends, of course, your teams and everything else. But sometimes you got to take those shots, and I don't believe we took enough. We don't have to take a lot, but sometimes you got to just keep that defensive coordinator on his toes a little bit. Don't let it say, hey, man, this guy's just throwing those. His favorite, he threw to the tight ends more than anyone else today.
So let me ask you this. This was a big thing on Twitter, and this was something that I wasn't happy with. All the play actions. We haven't effectively ran the ball all game, and we're running play actions on 3rd and long.
They was not afraid of our running. So and